Yo, what up, kings and queens? How you doing? You're now here with the Erratic Show, only show we in the streets and industry. We're here with the Erratic Assassin, the hip-hop therapist. We're out here at Flame Studios, Constitution Hill for Rhythmic Revelations, hosted by Behind Her Lens. You know what I'm saying? We know they do film, they always behind the scene tune it, but now we're actually behind her lens, seeing the perspective, seeing it from their perspective. And I'm here with Mbali. How are you, love?
I'm good. I'm so good. How are you?
Oh, we're wonderful. We're beautiful. The whole event was amazing. Learning experience. Just the setup was beautiful. The vibes are beautiful.
I'm so glad you think so, because we worked so hard to make it happen.
Now we can see, and just talking about working hard to make it happen. How did Behind Her Lens actually come together? How did you guys find each other and create this space for empowering women in film?
I think I'm a filmmaker. I have a filmmaking background, and one of the things that I used to worry about a lot is if I make a film, where's my audience gonna see it? Outside of big cinema where they have to pay. And I also just thought I have so many peers that are coming up in the industry that also do amazing stuff every year, but they don't actually have a place to showcase their work. And so I decided to start Behind Her Lens. It was first the streaming sites, just where we would feature different content from the African diaspora. And then it grew into an actual curating agency that does events that are focused on African diasporic storytelling mediums. Today we're celebrating music videos, but we celebrate different kinds of films and stories all the time. And so that's how it came about for me.
Oh, well, that is beautiful. That is lovely. Even the name itself, Behind Her Lens. Just something from your perspective and coming up, how did the name come about, and what is the perspective that you want to share with the world?
I always want to be unapologetically femme. I don't ever want it to be I don't ever want to be shied into a box because I'm a woman in the film and TV industry. And so I just really wanted to own that. And I just thought, what is it that what is it that we're doing, And it really is about bringing filmmakers together with their audiences. And a lot of the times, the focus is women filmmakers or women storytellers. And that's how it came about. And the whole team, I work with black women anyway. So that's how the name came about.
Love it. Empowering black women everywhere. And just like you're saying, you start out streaming at the film festival, showing different films. How difficult was it trying to find the filmmakers? Getting obviously there's copyrights involved, there's trades involved. Talk about that stuff and the business to it that people might not know about. Actually,
it's very difficult to find films that are aligned to what we're trying to do, because it's just difficult, especially because we're still so young in the industry, not like a mega company, you know what I mean? And we're competing with film festivals from around the world, or platforms and streaming sites from all over the show. Sometimes you see something online and you're like, wow, we should email them to try get this. And then you find that they're already in talks with Netflix or Showmax. So you can't really sell that to an audience and convince them to come into the space, It becomes very difficult. So we have a film festival every year where we focus on emerging filmmakers and student filmmakers and independent filmmakers as well. The festival is the biggest submission portal that we get because it's open to the whole world. It's on Film Freeway, and it's so much easier to curate within the context of a film festival as opposed to just an event. I think some people are still it's still a bit difficult for some filmmakers to understand the value of these multifaceted cinema spaces. And so sometimes they don't really trust what you're doing. But the way that we do it is we always try to make sure that the filmmaker, gets a cut in what we're doing. They also are able to come on the day, talk about their work and connect with their audiences in person. And so that's how we go about it. We reach out to people all the time. We keep our ears on the ground and try to find out which films are hot and which films are important for our audiences to see.
Oh my God, that is so lovely. That is so beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And that's just you sharing your vision, sharing, your message, and it's kind of like you're filmmaking your own life.
Exactly.
As filmmakers, you're all taught to share your vision and share your vision. So how does it feel filmmaking your own life and, spreading the message through helping people out and putting people out? Because it can be a thankless job. So how do you deal with all that responsibility and weight?
Of curating.
But at the same time, the joy that it comes with.
Yeah, I think for me, the thing that keeps me going is just the community that we're able to create and bring together. So sometimes if I don't have the money for everything and I don't have, the resources, or I feel tired, I always just think back to the fact that, wow, this was some filmmakers' first screening ever. This was the first time that they were able to speak, and it's so hard. Like, curating is really, really difficult, especially for film, because I'm doing something that hasn't really been done properly. There isn't like an industry that I'm walking into, outside of like big film festivals.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create something that's really new. I'm trying to make films cool. I'm trying to make watching films cool again, I want people to leave because they know it's like, okay, we're gonna go watch this film, but we're also gonna get a set from Katupendi, and we're also gonna connect with the filmmakers, and we're also gonna chill in a really like nice environment with really good art direction, and we're also gonna have co-collaborators. So I'm doing a very multifaceted way of curating that I haven't really seen before, but I know will work because we are young audiences and we're multifaceted creators ourselves. I look at how many people go to like music festivals all the time, and I'm just like, if I can lobby those people to come and watch a film and still have a great time, that's what I aim to do every time.
Yes, that's spoken from the mind of a pure business mogul. Business mogul trying to break the bank and break the vibe.
Yes.
But on that, just besides just already the challenges being a black woman in the industry, like being a pioneer, like you said, doing the first that, stepping in the field, where how big does the challenge feel sometimes? All the weight on the shoulders.
Yeah.
It's especially like you said, since being a pioneer, it feels like if you sometimes it can feel like if you drop the ball, no one will be there to pick it up.
Yeah, and it's very difficult because a lot of it is experimenting, trying new things, seeing if it works, seeing how audiences respond to it. It's very, very difficult because, it's not like I have big funders that are backing me, so a lot of the times, like, I have to make sacrifices so that I can, make sure that the event is like executed properly, sometimes even, issues with like having the right team, it's difficult to know that you can trust people to do the work, that you've brought them on to do, especially when you don't have a lot of money. I think for me, money is the root of all my problems. I think if I had more money, I would be in a much better position, and I know that what I'm investing now is going to come back to me 3 years from now. So for me, it's worth it.
I love it. I love seeing invest in yourself, invest in the dream. Invest in artists and people. And talking about investing in artists, you collaborating, putting this event together. We had the Lotus Sutra, we had Kimberly Perumoyo, we had Linda Buthe Malinga,
heavy hitters,
Kadu Pendi, Denise Mars hosting. How do you collaborate with so many artists from different fields and be able to bring them all in one space?
Yeah, I think it's really important to know what creatives are doing. So also it's a lot of watching music videos, watching films, watching documentaries, lots of watching, and just being on the pulse of like, what's out there visually, and research. I'm a researcher in my 9 to 5. So like I spend a lot of time just researching to find out if I want to do an event and I'm struggling to find the people, it makes me want to find them even more. Like, because then I'm just like, there is a community of people that I don't have access to. How many more people don't have access to them?
True.
And then I go down an entire, I spiral. And it forces me to actually do the work, talk to people, make calls, go online, search what's happening, And that's how I was able to bring this event together, just research. I know for a fact that there are music video directors that are femme, that are women, that are doing amazing. I just needed to find them. I just needed to make the right calls, research the work, try find out who directed this, and that's how it all came about.
Love to hear it. Amazing, and especially because as South Africans, we do have a problem with, you know, watching and researching. We get
Yes.
lazy sometimes.
Yes.
We want it to be spoon-fed.
Yeah.
But, you know, talking about watching and research, just to end off, what can people watch out from behind the lens? What's coming from behind the lens visuals? And, you know, in terms of research, where can people find you and do their own research on everything you guys are doing?
So we are on Instagram. We are on Behind Her Lens Visuals. We're on Twitter at BHL Visuals. And we also have a website, www.behindherlensvisuals.com. What is coming up? We are going to start prepping for our film festival next year in March. So there will be a call for applications towards the end of the year. But we also have a few more events that are coming that focus on different genres and different industries and just trying to merge that with film. And I'm really, really excited about that. So yeah, follow us so that you can like be up to date with what we're doing and come out and see what we're doing.
No, you know, we definitely following. We'll definitely be out there. When you say come outside, we're going to come running.
Come outside. See you outside.
When you say come outside, we're going to say how fair.
Period.
We'll go. But thank you so much for the interview. You know, thank you for everything you're doing for the industry, for women, for creatives, for the youth. Just wishing you more blessings, more wins, and all the best, and just sending all our prayers to behind the visuals and behind the lens visuals.
Yes.
Behind the lens visuals and the whole team.
Thank you. I appreciate it.